Oh my God, Google's bad is bad in an astronomically good way when it comes to picking stocks. As you already know, artificial intelligence has been doing amazing things. And this time, it is a three-way investing battle between AI and a human. First contender, Microsoft's Bing. Second contender, Google's bad. And the third contender is a human investor. If you watched our last video, you would have seen how conversational chatbot, ChatGPT, was able to pick stocks based on certain criteria that it was fed with, and how those stocks earned over 8% in the space of 6 months, and currently is doing between 12 to 13% on its fund. That is simply amazing. If you're hearing the words conversational chatbots for the first time, they are language learning models that have been fed and trained with all sorts of information created by humans to enable us humans have access to a collection of information from everyone at a snap of a finger. So AI can do many things for you. For example, help you write an article, a script, a book, give you ideas, etc. Talk about never ever having writer's block if you are a writer. It's therefore not abnormal for investors to imagine that AI will help them invest better. Mind you, these chatbots were not created for investment purposes, but trust humans. That's what makes us intelligent. This time around, we analyze an experiment done by investing platform Investopedia, where they created a three-way battle between two chatbots and a human. So what was the catch? To see which one of these three will be the best at picking stocks after a 3 weeks period. I must disclose that using a form of artificial intelligence in investing is nothing new. Robo-advisors or expert advisors use an early format of artificial intelligence which matches patterns to help investors achieve their goals. With the sporadic growth of artificial intelligence in the past years and that of chatbot technology, you can say access to this kind of information is becoming democratized. So back to the Investopedia challenge. All contenders in this battle were posed with this question: if you had to buy and hold one value stock and one growth stock, which will provide the highest return on investment? Growth stocks are companies considered to have the potential to outperform the overall market over time because of their future potential, while value stocks are classified as companies that are currently trading below what they are really worth and will thus provide a superior return. Google's chatbot Bard picked Walmart as a value stock, stating it is a well-established company with a strong track record of profitability. It picked Microsoft as a growth stock, stating that it is a well-managed company with a strong track record of innovation. Will you call Microsoft a growth stock? But actually think it has a long way to go to profitability, in spite of being one of the world's most valuable companies today. Way to go, Bill. Larry and Sergey's AI officially think you are hot. While Microsoft's Bing suggested two value stocks instead of one. It was told to do away with one, but refused and stuck to a selection of Walgreens and Verizon. It also offered incorrect information about Verizon's growth in the third quarter of 2021, which was 4.3% instead of the 5% that it stated. It selected Shopify as a growth stock, which I personally think is perfect. The human in this challenge picked Lockheed Martin as a growth stock because the US military recently shot down a Chinese spy balloon and two other UFOs in their airspace. He perceived this as a great opportunity for the defense corporation's products to be in high demand. A bit sentimental, I must say, but I agree that fundamentals are a basic part of investing, which is the route he obviously took. His value stock pick was Campbell Soup because he envisaged a cheap food product stock will go up in rocket flames because of the projected economic downturn. Well, after 3 weeks of hard grinding, here are the results. As you can see from this chart, Bard was the outlier and the obvious winner, picking at 7%, but at the end of 3 weeks, closing at around 5.2%. The human fund manager went as high as 3.5%, but at the end of this experiment, closed at around 1.9%, while Bing peaked at 4.4%, but actually closed at 1.9%, just like the human. All three portfolios actually did very well. However, Google Chatbot Bad was the outlier. It gained 5.5% over the others and even the S&P 500. For me, I kind of like queried why Bad picked Microsoft, seeing that as a bit of a limitation, being that Microsoft is a very established company. But then, after a bit of research, this is what I found out. Microsoft is actually seen as a growth stock, as its stock price relative to its book value per share has more than tripled in the last 10 years. According to Forbes, Microsoft's revenue has always grown by a multiple of 3. That's amazing. That's amazing. So within this experiment, the limitations I noticed with Bing's picks was because Bing is actually integrated with OpenAI's ChatGPT, and I want to believe that at that point in time, it was running on the GPT-3 language model, which is limited to data from 2021 and backwards. Another limitation here is that Bing actually picked Walgreens and Verizon. However, Verizon was selected. Who knows, if they had used Walgreens, maybe it would have actually ended up performing a lot better than it did. Mr. Human actually considered his stock picks as haphazard, but personally, I do not think so, because they both had a fundamental and sentimental angle to it. So while Bad was the clear winner of this competition, if you compare these 3 competitors with the S&P 500, which hosts 500 the US top companies, you find out that these 3 competitors actually did excellently well. That's all for today, but before you go, please be reminded that these conversational chatbots are not investment advisors or fund managers. Markets can be volatile and can completely nosedive in a second. So do not take investing advice from any conversational chatbot. If you haven't already, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more insights on AI investing and investing in general. Until my next video, I want to say thanks for watching and catch you soon.